Hello.
Hello, and happy Monday, everybody.
Yep. Welcome in.
How's everybody doing today?
Whew.
We are. Hopefully, everybody is all good. It's Monday, and you know what that means. First round showdown.
It does.
Oh, yes. Heard of the Greek hero Achilles, but did you hear of his twin brother? I'm not falling for that one again.
I have not. Tell me all about it.
Good stuff. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see some of the
both
family here.
Both of these too.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Both of these who?
Oh,
Got him.
almost. I mean, I fell for it once upon a time. You know, I was not an adult.
I read it silently, and I'm like, okay.
All right, guys. This week's game is Disney's Hercules from all the way back in 1997. So this game follows the exact plot of the movie, has some of the voice lines, and even shows some of the movies, or it shows some clips from the movie, which I thought was nice.
That's pretty cool.
Did you give a guy a Greek hero segue?
Yes, sir. Taking out that Achilles tendon there.
So what were your guys' initial thoughts on this game?
It was a game.
It was a game. Freedom?
I think it was okay for what it was supposed to be. You know, a kid's game. And like you said, they put actual footage from the movie into the game to kind of continue the plot. You know, you went through different scenes, different levels of the movie. So I thought it was okay for what it was.
Yeah. And you know, considering that it was a PS1 game, the clips are actually in surprisingly good quality.
Yeah. And let's be honest, who doesn't love James Woods?
Oh yeah, talking about James Woods.
James Woods is not the best part of this game.
No, but he was the best part of the movie.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Was he?
They got him. I think they got him to come back for the Kingdom Hearts games too.
Yep, they sure did. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, you didn't know that the Ice Titan.
I did not, because I had never seen. I think I might have seen, you know, back when I was a teenager. I think something about the Hercules game or Hercules movie, but I had played through the first two Kingdom Hearts, and when you get to, I think it's the fight before Sephiroth in the Colosseum, you fight that Ice Titan, and as soon as I seen it, I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know that's where it came from. I just knew it was some type of Disney. I didn't know where it came from, so that was pretty interesting to me. And in the fight against the Ice Titan, he throws those like ice picks or ice shards at you, just like he did in this game. So,
yeah, Kingdom Hearts actually handled Hercules very well. I wouldn't mind seeing another Hercules game, maybe in the style of God of War. I know you can't be as graphic with it because it's Disney's Hercules, but I wouldn't mind it at all.
It was. I'm not a huge Hercules fan. Never have been. Yeah.
Really?
I've seen it like once.
Wild to me.
I've seen it like once.
No, it's so good though. Listen out. Everybody, you can't account for bad taste though.
That's true.
That's like Rickles with his Battle Network. I don't get it. I think it's so. The reason you didn't see any of us play it was because it was so easy that we all just kind of blew through the game like super quick. So the answer to, did you guys beat the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was literally like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't like to drag my feet with any of these games we pick, whether I know it's fast or slow or not. But after I played the first 3 levels on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, I was like, there's only 10 levels. All right, I'll wait until the weekend. And then Saturday, I think I sat here for like an hour and 15, 20 minutes, whatever, and just got through the rest of the game.
Yeah, I started playing today and I finished today in about an hour.
I was not a big fan of something. Shocker. Hello.
I love Disney movies. Don't get me wrong. This isn't just one of them.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Disney.
And
because you have bad opinions about bad games.
But I lost my train of thought.
Also, Chaos would like to inform us that we all lose the game, and now you all have lost the game. Every single one watching.
Oh yeah, I remember. My recording for the game today was an hour and 48 minutes.
There you go.
So you want to play that?
Throw it up.
We're gonna play it.
Let's go. As everybody's already said, this game was super easy, and in my opinion, the best part of this whole game was right here in this first level. Danny DeVito rooting me on.
The training.
That was it had nothing to do with the gameplay. It was everything Danny DeVito. So that was the best part of the game.
I'm gonna stop it right here because I have a point to make about that too. Keep going with what you're saying, but just know I got something to say about Danny DeVito.
Go for it.
So I also like that they included Danny DeVito, like his voice lines. However, I wish they would have used more of his voice lines instead of repeating the same ones.
Same couple. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, Danny DeVito is the greatest in everything that he's in, so it doesn't really matter what anybody says about James.
Except in Hercules, because
that's
James
a lie.
Woods.
That's a lie.
No, you're a lie.
Danny DeVito is better than James Woods every day, everything.
I would agree with that. Like 9 times out of 10. This is that 10th time.
Nope. The game, like everybody said, it's super simple game. There are a couple of parts where it gets a little like, is it going to be hard? And then it's not.
I thought those parts were harder than they were.
The graphics of this game are phenomenal for a PS1 game.
Yeah.
The controls are trash. You can only hit, like, you can't like spam an attack. When you jump, it feels like you're floating down instead of just falling, and that's weird. But I mean, it's an alright game. Would I play it again? No. But I mean, am I mad that I played it? Also, no. The boss fights were all pretty decent.
Yeah. This Hydra fight in particular was my favorite.
It actually took me a minute to figure out what to do here because, I mean, I figured I knew what I had to do, but it just took me a minute to get to realize the spacing of it. You know, this fight was really cool. Again, it takes you a second to figure out what you're doing, but you don't actually fight Medusa at all. You just fight the skeletons. This was probably my second favorite level, just because of the ogre Cyclops thing in the background. That's how much I know about Hercules. And the
Cyclops.
Yeah, this was my favorite level, even though it was also, in my opinion, the hardest level. But all the background stuff and the way it changes with the Titans, that's all pretty cool to me.
I really feel like they did a good job taking advantage of the foreground and the background in these levels.
They do. And this level also is really cool. Just the overall aesthetic of it. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then the easiest fight of all the fights was Hades. Basically, with Hades, you could spam attack him, and it would mess up his attack, and he couldn't attack you.
Yeah, it would stop him up. Yeah.
So see, he went to attack there, and you hit him, and it's over. And obviously, I beat the game.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
It reminds you of a game you'd find on a bonus feature disc of the DVD.
You know what?
You're not wrong, though.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah. It was short. It was simple.
It's like slow-mo. Short, simple.
I'm the tallest one here, probably.
Probably.
I didn't know you're not.
How tall are you?
Griff's pretty tall.
6
How tall?
foot.
I'm 6'2". Shush.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to.
You look 5'9" to me.
I'm a measly 5'8". So I'm here because I have you guys to look up to. So
Yeah, but you're the GOAT. We can't say that about you.
I ain't the GOAT.
You're the GOAT. It's okay to be the GOAT. Somebody's got to be the GOAT, right? It's clearly not me.
It's clearly not me.
Yeah.
Chaos is the GOAT.
Who?
Chaos is the
Yes.
GOAT.
Chaos.
Rickles is the GOAT.
No, he's not.
Don't you say that about Rickles.
If I'm not the GOAT, Rickles really ain't the GOAT.
Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Trying to give the love. You go ahead and roll mine, I suppose. Yeah, so this was... Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, like the guy said. Pretty simple game all the way around. The art style was pretty good. Not too bad for a PlayStation 1 game. It was, they definitely tried to put, obviously the 3D aspect, bringing out a little bit more of the 3D. I was thinking about how more advanced some of the PlayStation 1 games were. Those damn birds. Did anybody else have a problem with those damn birds that fly around?
No.
Dude, there's
you can literally just hold the button. You don't even have to press the button. Like you don't have to keep pressing it. You can just hold the button. And
well,
I
tried that. I actually like the art style of these skeletons too. But those birds, there was a couple times where it's like not these birds, but the mechanical looking ones in like the first area. It was almost like sometimes they would come in and then they would spawn multiple at the same time, and it's like I couldn't get a beat on them. But yeah, the Hydro fight was actually pretty sweet. Once you showed us the video,
it is.
I was very excited to see that. I was surprised, like I said, to see that it was the 6th level of the game. Medusa was pretty great. That was pretty simplistic. Once you kind of look at your surroundings, you can kind of see kind of what you're supposed to do. So that was pretty good. But yeah, it was obviously it was made for kids. It was a Hercules game. I guess I would put it in my collection just to have it as part of the collection. I don't know how expensive the game was, but I thought overall it was pretty good. The soundtrack seemed to be pretty straightforward. Very Disney soundtrack. I really enjoyed this as well. The bullet hell kind of side scrolling. I wish they would have put more of that in there, but I take it that the movie didn't really have a lot of him flying around on Pegasus. So, and yeah, I was really happily surprised about that Ice Titan that we were talking about before. The back and forth 3D action with the running levels were pretty sweet as well. And I really, like you said, Slow-Mo, I also enjoyed the level with the Colossus. I like the fact that he kind of taunted you as you were running after him and stuff. So that was pretty great. But yeah, overall the game was pretty good for what it was. I love the fact that they got James Woods to do the voiceover, and yeah, the final battle was pretty much the easiest battle of the game. All you had to do was hit him at the right time, and it pretty much stopped his attack. So, but yeah, I beat the game. Maybe an hour and a half overall, maybe 2 hours depending. So, but overall, not too bad of a game. It's just another one in the books for us. So.
2 things I want to add. One, everybody who knows Slow-Mo knows that I hate birds or bats or anything that flies in any game, and this was no exception. They sucked in this game as well.
Video game birds, bats are the worst.
Yeah, they are. And
Lady
2,
Fritz is here. Says it must be nice to be tall.
This game complete in box is $30.
That's not bad. Miss Fritz, thank you.
It's more than I would be willing to pay for it.
Well,
now that I played it,
you can get it loose price $17.47.
No, that's still too much. Talk about free 99, baby. Free 99 all day.
I'd buy it. It's a cool little game.
Yeah,
it's not awful.
So I would be interested to go back and try it on hard.
Yeah,
just to see if it is any. Also, I'm realizing I only ever make videos about like the technical aspects of the game, whereas you guys do like aesthetic aspects of the game.
Well, all of it overall. Yeah, the controls, obviously you couldn't spam much like you guys are saying, and the movement was a little slow, but you kind of, once you play a little bit, you kind of alter, your play style if you need
Yeah,
to.
the tutorial at the beginning really helps.
Yeah.
What I try to do when I make videos is I try to showcase a little bit of each different section of the game. And typically it's a boss fight because I feel like the boss fight tells a story for every level. But that's what I go for.
I just go by what I liked and what I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
So, Frida, you mentioned the music in this game. A lot of it actually is from the movie.
From the actual movie? Okay.
I'm just being honest. I didn't pay attention to any of the music. I don't even know what it sounded like.
Obviously, the lyrics were removed if it had lyrics, but the songs themselves were the same.
Gotcha.
I just really feel like as far as Disney games goes, this was kind of like bottom tier Disney game. You know, like just because of the simplicity of it. Like,
is this?
It is Disney Interactive.
No, it is. I know that, but I would be interested to see if this is their first PS1 game.
Maybe. I can't think of any other Disney games that they might have had.
They
or
did.
any other.
I mean, they did quite a few on the PS1.
Which was first?
Seeing how everybody's here, how's everybody's week been? Has anybody been doing anything specific? Just kind of knocking it out?
Lion King and Aladdin pretty much are benchmarks, though. Those are really, really well-made games.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what the heck?
Somebody have some cats going on? What is that? Real in the house? What up, man? Well, she is demanding your attention, son.
Dude, she's quiet all day. And then when she knows I'm here doing something, she's in the bathroom because she wants attention, because she likes to take one of her cat toys and take it into the bathtub and throw it around because the cove of the bathtub kind of sends it back to her, almost like she's playing catch.
So what I'm seeing here, as far as like animated feature film games go, Hercules was first on the PS1.
Okay, so maybe that might be why it's, as rough as it is. It's like a learning experience.
Yeah, maybe.
Mr. Rell, how you holding up there, buddy?
Yeah. All right. It said.
It looks like it was definitely the first game in general on the PS1, not just Disney film games, but as far as anything goes.
Something that neither one of you have mentioned is the extra stuff that you can do in this game. I like Donkey Kong. You can collect letters of his name.
What's that? You started cutting out?
You can collect the letters. And I don't know what it does because I never found all the letters of his name.
Oh, yeah. I never did that either. I would think you get like an extra life or something, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just going to go back to this comment where it says Slow-Mo compares all Disney games to Lion King. That's because Lion King's the benchmark.
I said that.
I
also lumped in Aladdin with it.
Yeah, and even the Jungle Book, like those three games are like perfect as far as like Disney games go. Even
Jungle Book trash. I don't even like the movie Jungle Book.
You don't like the game Jungle Book?
No,
dude, the levels were amazing, man. Especially when you're going up against the gorilla.
Yeah, I even like Toy Story. Even though I know a lot of people don't like Toy Story, I do like Toy Story.
Nah, Toy Story trash too.
See,
pretty much if there's a Disney logo on a Sega Genesis game, trash.
I mean,
except for Aladdin and Lion King.
Well, if you must know, hold on, where is it? That ain't it. I can't find it right now, but Toy Story is also on the Super Nintendo.
Well, it's still trash.
Mm.
Did I just beat the game today? No, I made the videos today.
Oh, I beat the game today.
Because I'm lazy and I don't like to do it.
I beat the game and made the video all today.
Also, I've been having problems with Shotcut. My screen recording, sometimes it won't show up as like a screen recording when I go to cut it. So I make them on the day of.
Not too
what was I
bad.
doing?
Not too bad.
Oh, and they gave him a multitude of attacks. I thought it was pretty cool. So he has the basic sword attack. He can punch. He can do the wind-up punch. He's got this sword. I don't know what to call that. And he's got the flames. And he's got the Ghostbuster.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that wind-up punch until it was too late for me to do the wind-up punch. It was really good against like the rocks and the pillars and obstacles and stuff, like, apparently. But like, I didn't know about it.
He's sitting there beating him up.
I did. I was looking for like video footage, and I had to keep going past where I just stood there and beat those pillars for 30 seconds.
For like 10 minutes.
Yep.
And then
he's got to do it on his own.
So this clip, it's not the maze. Although some of these things were really hard to avoid. Some of these I didn't even try to avoid. I just
especially seeing how you run right down the middle.
I don't care. Hercules. How many times did you guys hear Hercules?
Was he saying Hercules?
Hercules, yeah.
Okay.
Drink.
Oh, okay.
Too many times.
Is that what that was? Yeah. I thought it was a candle.
No, that's so it's a drink, but it's made to look like a Roman pillar.
Oh,
you're running like Jerome Bettis.
I want to point out, not only is that a funny joke, but also Chaos made a sports reference, and I'm proud.
Jerome Bettis, right down the middle. Yes.
Whatever. I still got my chicken. Rel says that seems cool. A game will incorporate a maze mission. Yeah, I mean it's not a bad game, but it's not a great game.
Yeah, it's really not.
There are definitely games that did it better.
Pretty straightforward.
It was cool. It was just not. I expected more.
Very linear.
Yeah, honestly, for Disney, it was probably just a throwaway experience. They probably chalked it up to a learning experience. Yeah. Disney doesn't even make games anymore. They used to make them in-house, and now they don't even have the studio anymore. They closed it after Epic Mickey. It's unfortunate.
Oh, that was the one for the Wii, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good.
They used to make some really good games. And then, I don't know what happened.
Had the paint
period of not great games.
It was all downhill after Lion King and Aladdin.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I said it.
No.
I don't even think I've looked into any other Disney games since the Genesis, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there.
Pretty sure they're
not.
Next, we'll have to put that Buzz Lightyear Star Command for the PlayStation 1 on here.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. There was a good the Toy Story 2 game for PS1 was really good. It's very simple. It's very simple, but it's very good. You play as Buzz Lightyear and you kind of zip around the rooms. There's different collectibles you have to collect.
I think I've seen that.
I think I played it on stream once.
Griff, I just want to go ahead and say Disney does still make games.
Yeah, they still make games, but they don't have their own game studio anymore.
I mean,
it used to be Disney Interactive, and now it's whatever it is. They use third parties.
Also, looks like we have 13 people watching, but we have 1 thumbs up. Getting smashed that thumbs up, guys.
That thumbs up is me.
It shows 6 for me.
Oh, it only shows 1 for me, and I thought I was the one.
I see 10.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to...
How do we all have different numbers?
They also got...
Mine shows 8 now. Anyway.
Because those games weren't that good.
You're saying Force Unleashed is not a good game?
What?
Have you even played Force Unleashed?
Nope.
Force Unleashed 1 and 2, both of them are really good.
I will say that's the rare instance where the game is better on the Wii.
What, Force Unleashed?
Yeah, Force Unleashed with the Wii remotes, so satisfying. Felt like a real Jedi. It was a better experience than the Kinect experience.
They also
Yeah,
got
Pod
rid of
Racer, that was a good one.
film games, yeah.
See, Force Unleashed was good. It was terrible. It was a terrible time on the Xbox. It didn't work so well on the 360.
That's actually the version that I played, and I thought it was great. Both of them. Pod Racer was pretty good. Was that for the PlayStation 2? Or was that PlayStation 1?
No, I don't know.
I see someone says it was on the 64 as well.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of Power Battles?
Oh, I love Power Battles. I used to have a binder of like cheat codes and stuff, and I had the walkthrough for Power Battles printed out in there.
Nice.
Are we still talking about Star Wars games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a big Star Wars fan.
I'm not a big.
You gotta put Bounty Hunter on there, so let him try Bounty Hunter.
I've played the Super Star Wars games. I've played Shadows of the Empire. I've played. That's it.
I can't wait for Super Star Wars to come up.
I hope it never comes up.
I've been holding off. I've been wanting to play, but I've been holding off because I know it's on the list.
I have Battlefront 2, I think, on one of the consoles.
You see, I don't like the newer Star Wars games. I don't even like the.
No, he's probably talking about the good Battlefront.
The original one. Like from Battlefront from back on Xbox, PS2.
So PlayStation 2 and the 3 and the original Xbox, yeah.
Battlefield.
No.
The new ones are Battlefield. The original ones were Battlefront 1 and 2. Wait a minute, isn't the Battlefront games also the newer ones?
Yeah, I think they're both Battlefront.
Yeah, the original Battlefront 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox.
PS2 Battlefront games were my favorites.
Yeah.
So they're both Battlefront.
As well as the Rogue Squadron games were great too.
I don't think anybody's getting away using Battlefield when it's a shooting like Call of Duty.
Right. New one is also called Battlefront, but it's made by DICE. Yeah.
Okay. How the hell would you name the game the same damn thing? It makes no sense.
I mean, yeah. So do we want to rate this?
Yeah, I was just getting to that.
I know where I'm putting it.
Oh.
Yeah, down. Way down.
Class, you guys want to put Hercules in the S class?
No. Down. Yeah. Down. It can go before Kendo Rage.
I come from a land down under.
But it can't go before Ninja 5.0.
Nope, it's going to C.
D. Talking about that D again.
I would say C. But like a low C. High D, low C.
I wouldn't say it's better than Ninja 5.0.
Well, the rankings aren't in order here.
I know.
This is an overall.
I know, ranking. But if you put it in a C, it's going to be better than Ninja 5.0. And
that's why we still need to.
If you liked Ninja 5.0, I guarantee you'll like Gravity Circuit.
Yeah,
guarantee it.
Just like you said, it's like Celeste and Mega Man put together.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a chain that swings just like Ninja 5.0 too, and I'm so terrible at it still.
When we get around to it, maybe if it goes on the list, we'll talk about it.
So that is what is replacing Hercules, guys, on the wheel is a game called Gravity Circuit. If you were in my live this morning, you actually saw me play it. I did get pretty far into it. I did not beat it though. So looking forward to seeing that. It's just the rankings still look okay, guys. Is everything where it should be?
Mm-hmm. Looks good to me.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, says some companies that decided that Battlefield 1 was a good name for their 20th something entry. Absolutely, dude.
Oh yeah, there were lots of See You Next Tuesdays thrown around on Gravity Circuit.
You saw Greg cuss a lot for this game.
The second half of Gravity Circuit is like super intense.
Yeah. That's what I like.
But yeah,
I can't wait till we play Rocket Knight.
I can wait.
There's a bunch of them on the list that I can't wait. Rocket Knight would be great.
I'm excited for Shining Force. That's what I want.
Mega Man would be great.
Oh, I hope it's Mega Man X4. I'll be done tonight. And like camping, it's intense. Yes. Let's remove this.
Favorite Disney game would have to be a span between, yeah, definitely like we were talking before, Lion King or Aladdin.
So my favorite Disney game, if you want to count it as a Disney game, is Kingdom Hearts.
Disney Pixar, those are great for.
Okay, look, I played Kingdom Hearts. You know how I feel about RPGs and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, you don't like RPGs. I do.
But wait,
So
I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts all the way up into the Little Mermaid level.
I mean, yeah, nobody likes
that.
Atlantic
Was very annoying. Yeah,
that's when I quit playing that game.
Yeah. So old school Disney would be Aladdin and Lion King, but newer definitely Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'd have to say Aladdin if we're talking old school. I like it better than Lion King.
But yeah, I loved Kingdom Hearts all the way up to that level. Like I was having so much fun with that game, and it threw me in the water. And I'm like, this is garbage.
Once you get past Atlantica, it picks up right where it was, right where it left off.
Right where it left
off. The problem is, I had no desire to get past it. I had no desire.
That's valid though. Atlantica does suck. It is trash. If you're listening, Disney, remove it from future iterations of the game. Never do it again.
Like that was just awful to me, and I didn't want to keep doing it. So.
Chaos says the fan vote's going to happen. He knows it.
It is. Eventually.
So then the question becomes, which fan gets to vote?
Well, I think... Well,
then we create another wheel. Called Which Fan Gets to Vote.
I think only the people in the chat at the time.
Yeah, they can vote.
The wheel is made get to vote.
Yeah, we would have to definitely say, like, give a time, like, hey,
more wheels.
If you want a chance,
Chaos.
Speak up now.
I don't know.
I did a practice spin earlier, like I always do. Just to see.
She likes that idea. Was it X4?
No, it was fan vote.
Oh man, what?
Chaos, you missed it. Sorry, buddy.
It's probably not gonna happen again for a while.
Yeah, so that Mega Man Legends 3 was scrapped like a long way into development. It was almost finished, from my understanding.
There are 3.
Also, welcome in, Nova. Don't forget to hit the like button.
So technically, out of every game on the list, there's a highest percentage that'll land on fan vote because there's 3 fan votes.
Well, yeah, technically.
I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Speaking of the wheel, Slomo, you ready, buddy?
I mean, I'm always ready.
Roll them.
Are you though?
Pull it up.
You're not sharing it.
Oh, I was. I thought. There we go.
Done, kind sir. Did earlier.
Let's go.
Appreciate that.
Hit it with the shuffle.
Fingers crossed for X4. I'll settle for Bucky O'Hare though.
Oh, Comic Zone. Nice. So, out of all the games on this list, like Comic Zone is like top 3 one I was looking forward to the most. Like Comic Zone, Alien.
I hate this game.
You don't.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Everybody in here knows that I love this game. Everybody knows. I will be streaming this, so everybody can watch that.
He will be beating it on stream tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
I've seen him beat it a couple times. I actually helped improve his time, just for the record. I did do that.
He did, or at least the final gameplay area. He definitely helped me with that.
I might also stream this. Maybe tonight.
I'm not going to stream this. I feel like, okay, so the reason I never stream these games, guys, I feel like if I have to play it on stream and then I have to talk about it, it's going to feel like too much work. Or it's going to feel too much like a job, and I'm not going to want to do it. So unless it's something that I stream on the regular, like Mega Man or Shining Force, I'm not going to want to stream it. Bucky O'Hare, I did stream once, though.
Not only that, but like streaming games is hard enough. Like trying to be good at games that you're streaming is hard.
Yeah.
Just because you're focused on chat and everything else. So when you're playing a game that you've never played before and you have a deadline for, kind of makes it a little nuts.
Yeah, I tried that with Oracle of Seasons, and it was like I realized I did a lot better with paying attention to what was on the levels when I wasn't streaming, because you have to entertain everybody and try to also focus on the game.
Yeah, I do a lot better playing games that I've never played before when I don't stream.
Same. Streaming is like easy, but at the same time, it's like difficult. People don't realize the kind of work that goes into it. They think it's just you playing video games, but especially somebody like me, like I'm super introverted. I don't really like talking to people.
Yeah, I have such a low social battery that it makes it hard mentally to stream. And then like we're already busy enough as it is. We all have lives, so then we got to try to find time in our lives to stream.
The only challenge I have, the only challenge I have for this game is just try to get the good ending.
Save the girl, right?
Yep. What did you say?
You just have to save the girl.
Oh, okay. But yeah, streaming is a challenge in and of itself.
It's actually funny. One of the very first times I ever beat the game a long time ago, I got it to where I cleared everything off of the screen, but the background is there's so much going on in the background. I didn't see the final switch appear right next to the door, so I couldn't. I'm like running around all over the place, and I'm like, how the hell do I save this chick? And then all of a sudden, I noticed it, and it was already too late, and she had been taken out. I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? So the very first time I ever beat the game a long time ago, I got the bad ending.
Can't wait for Comic Zone.
You could probably play it tonight.
I'm probably going to.
So Comic Zone is actually made to look like a comic. If you've never seen it, plays out pretty much just like a comic book.
Design-wise, I would have to say this is one of the coolest games. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Like this game is beautifully done.
The hitboxes and all that, well, at least for every time I played it, it seems pretty straightforward, pretty great. The character's very loose. You're depending on the direction of your attack, you can do multiple different types of attacks. So, and listen, I mean, you guys know, everybody that's here know that I pay attention to the music in games. I think it is probably one of the best soundtracks in any game that they have, for being like a side-scrolling platformer.
I will say I know one thing that I'm already going to complain about.
What's that?
The health situation when you're stuck having to hit something.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What do you mean?
So there are going to be walls that you have to break down. So you have to try to optimize how you attack those walls, because you take damage every time you hit them.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like, I don't know why they thought that. I think in the very first level, you have the stack of these like boulders, and like you have to take all of them down, and it takes like a quarter of your health.
Punching rock hurts unless you're Chris Redfield.
Right.
Absolutely. Is that an orangutan?
I don't know what that is.
You're an orangutan.
It's a shark.
It's definitely not a shark. Why are you gonna bring that in here? Jeez.
Comic Gen is a pretty cool game. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I've streamed it before. I was using save states at the time, but I think I can do it without them now.
It was. It would be. I think it would be pretty great if they were to come out with something like this again, like to come out with either a spiritual successor or continue the story or something. I feel like there's untapped potential here.
Oh yeah, it definitely could be a franchise, man.
Like in the art style of like Blasphemous or something like that. Make it a little bit more graphic.
Yeah.
Would be amazing.
If you think about it, every major IP has done something similar. Ghostbusters did it. TMNT did it. Just lots of big IP.
Are you talking about like Extreme Ghostbusters?
No, actually, in the original
like,
Ghostbusters, there's an episode where Ghostbusters are drawn into a cartoon. Like it's a cartoon in the cartoon.
Oh, okay. Extreme Ghostbusters was pretty great. That was pretty graphic.
I don't think I've ever played any of the Ghostbusters games, really. I have a copy of Ghostbusters right here on my desk. It is my coaster. As you can see, it's a coaster.
Terrible.
Nice. We're gonna have to put the second Ghostbusters on the list at some point.
You said the game was terrible?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a coaster. So I have the original game up here somewhere. I ordered it off one of those websites.
The one I would recommend to you is the one that came out on PS3. They re-released it a couple years ago now, but they re-released it, and the re-release is fantastic. One day I'm gonna have to go back through and get the last couple of trophies on Steam just to knock it out.
I might check it out.
Talking about the one that's asymmetric, where you like can team up with like 3 other people.
No, it's like third person, but when you go to use the Buster, it's first person.
Okay.
Chaos says you can see this as remake or sequel, looking cool with cell shaders, like No More Heroes.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or in the art style of like Dead Cells would be great. Or Borderlands too. Yeah, I mean obviously Borderlands would be great.
Honestly, I don't.
But
think
in that art style,
if they were remaking this, I don't think they should mess with the art style at all.
Yeah,
I think the art style in this game is perfect.
You know what they could do to upgrade the art style, but keep it kind of the same would be how they did Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah,
that would be pretty top tier. I feel.
That's such a good game.
What Streets of Rage 4?
Yeah,
it was. I was really happy with the fact that they continued the storyline, brought all the favorite characters back. It was weird the fact that they brought Cherry in as one of Adam's daughter, but they never talk about how Skate is. Oh, Skate is Adam's brother. Now that I'm thinking about it, Skate's Adam's brother. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just waiting to see these new Sega games that are supposed to be coming out soon, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm so excited to Sega.
Yeah.
I really just want a Dreamcast 2. I need them to do that for me.
I mean, I don't know if they'll do that, but I know like a new Crazy Taxi is in the works and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot of their titles are in the works.
New Golden Axe.
Yes, and that looks like a 3D over-the-shoulder type of gameplay.
Yeah, it does. That's what I'm excited for. That and the new Jurassic Park game.
New Mana game in the works. Dreamcast 2 would be great, yes.
Well, it's not going to show it, but Crazy Taxi.
Oh, there it is. Crazy Taxi, yeah.
Here.
Crazy Taxi had a great soundtrack for only having like 4 songs on it.
Yeah.
New metagame in the works. Yeah. I will never stream another mana game in my life. Ever.
You mean like Legend of Mana, Secret of Mana?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why is that?
They actually still make hardware in Japan.
They what?
People are extremely defensive about Secret of Mana. I will never touch another Mana series, another Mana game in my life.
Is that one of the ones when you were streaming? You had so many backseat.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember.
I think the only game
that
I think the only game worse than that was Super Metroid. So I'm also never streaming Super Metroid again.
I would never stream another Metroid game ever. Anything.
Toxic fans on TikTok, yeah.
Ruining it for everybody.
It's time.
That's the way it goes, though. Now I have to think about a game to replace Comic Zone.
You got a week.
A week and a day, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Just as a reminder, guys.
Yep.
Next Monday there will not be a first round showdown. It will be on Tuesday. So that means he is her uncle, right?
Yeah. Skate is Cherry's uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos. I've tried to stream. Okay, I tried to stream Metroid, and same problem with Griff
a couple times.
The first Metroid, or like the Super Metroid?
Super Metroid, and the problem with it is the same thing that Griff was talking about. People are terrible, and you can say, like, I had one guy in that stream, and he literally said, "I can't watch you play this."
Oh my god! Come on, really?
Because I
blow
was
up the tube slow mo. Blow up the tube slow mo.
What?
Blow up the tube. Blow
right.
Up the tube.
Right. I wasn't even to that part yet. And he wanted. I didn't have the gravity bombs or whatever to blow up the tube, and he was blow up the tube, blow up the tube. I can't. And then another guy said he couldn't watch me play the game. That might have been the Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
So when I streamed it, I was playing with the Power A controller, and if you guys know anything about those, the D-pad is terrible. So there was one part where you had to jump up, and it wouldn't let me because the D-pad wouldn't work. I was stuck in place, and everybody was like, "You can't be serious right now." And I'm trying to explain, like, it's not me, it's the controller.
Yeah,
everybody says that.
It kind of made me not want to play Metroid at all.
Right.
If I did, I would stream it in Discord.
Power control and D-pad hurts so bad. Did
Honestly,
you ever try to play Dread?
Not the last time I streamed Metroid, because that was the first time I streamed. Okay, I streamed Metroid on 2 separate occasions. The first time, I almost beat the game, and then the battery went out. The second time
sucks to suck.
The first leg of that stream, I probably wouldn't even got through it if it wasn't for Keith. Keith was in there telling me everything to do, and I loved it.
Speaking of Keith, guys, if you're in Discord and you want to talk to him, Thursday between 10 and 1. Keith, we're wanting to call Keith. Keisha is wanting to call. So
you said really? Saturday?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, he's apparently doing really good. So update on him. He's wait a second. Read this here. Not to put too much of his information out there, but sorry guys, 2 seconds.
How did you guys feel about Metro Prime and the second Prime game?
Never played them.
For the Dreamcast? I'm sorry, not Dreamcast. I'm sorry, GameCube.
I have never played any Metroid games, really. And I was really thinking I was going to go through, like, all of them until people ruined it for me.
Yeah, I think we all missed Keith. So update, it was between 10 and 11:30
on Thursday.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's going through therapy with Walker, and he's doing speech therapy.
Wonderful.
Yes. If you are a praying sort of person, keep him in your prayers, please.
I'm not a praying type of person, as you can tell by my attire.
Yeah.
But I think about Keith at least every day.
Yeah. There's not a day that goes by that I don't say I miss Keith at least 3-4 times.
What's
With
his
games, but I think of it as a different game than the NES and SNES games.
What's his profile name?
Lord Draco.
Lord Draco.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen that name.
So I don't know if it was him or somebody with his phone, but he was active on Discord playing wordscapes. So maybe that's part of his speech therapy or his physical therapy.
That is awesome.
Chopping down some trees on RuneScape.
I thought it was Wordscape. Did you say Wordscapes or RuneScape?
Oh, did you say Wordscape or RuneScape?
Wordscapes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said RuneScape.
Usually I say I miss Keith when he would evaluate with you. Yeah. Saying there's racially inappropriate things that we can't say. That's what he would do.
Yeah, that's what I miss Keith the most. There's the perfect opportunity for a racist joke. I'm like, dang, Keith.
I think that is about it for us, guys. We are all yawning as we are all old folks over here.
I'm just super hungry. I haven't eaten yet today.
Just working, hungry, having to deal with idiots at work.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yep.
Can't we though?
How's
I'm the only person. I'm the only person in my job, and I still deal with idiots.
Yep. Feel we all do that.
I'll tell Ashley you said that about her.
I don't work with Ashley. I work
from home, and she works there as well. She's there as well.
She doesn't work here.
She doesn't do anything. I'm gonna tell her you said that.
No. Not unless she chooses to.
I'm also gonna tell her that I've known you longer than she has. That's her favorite.
Is that a Game Gear up on your shelf?
Boom.
Nice. I have the Sonic Blue one in a case.
If only I felt like wasting 6 batteries for every
Lady Fritz gets it.
Love that.
I thought about sending it off to get modded to where it has like a rechargeable battery and like an LED screen and all that stuff on it. But
realistically, though, how many good games are there on the game that justify that?
I tried playing. Back in the day, I had like 3 or 4 games. I had Golden Axe, I had the Sonic that came out with it, and I had the Streets of Rage 2 that came out with it, Streets of Rage 2. And I think I had Columns. Columns was good. Columns was good on the Genesis.
Columns is like the only.
Columns is good on everything it's on.
Yeah.
There's another Oasis game called Defenders of Oasis.
Yeah. Was that the Game Gear also, or was that what system was that?
Game Gear.
It was Game Gear. Okay.
I don't know that it ties in with Beyond Oasis.
I don't think it does. I think when we were playing Beyond Oasis, we looked it up.
Honestly, I think if Sega was going to do anything, they would probably do something more along the lines of the Nintendo Switch. If they were ever going to release another console.
Yeah.
And I would be down for it.
And I know that they're not going to, but I would love it. They do still have the capability. They are still heavily involved in arcade history. Right. It's not as bustling in America, but in Japan, it's crazy.
I remember when America used to have arcades. Now all we have is Dave and Buster's and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's so not.
No hate to Dave and Buster's, but it's not the same.
The day they took the arcade out of the mall was the saddest day.
And remember doing lock-ins?
No.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember lock-in? You guys didn't have any of those?
I know. One time I did a lock-in was at church one time.
Yeah.
And I was caught desecrating the church. So after
there's always a church that wanted to have a lock a bunch of kids
depending on the group you were with, pretty much the same idea with the arcade lock-in.
Yeah, let's just say I was not the teenage I was not the teenage dirtbag to lock in with your teenage dirtbag girls. All the dirty things, all the desecrations. There's a thing with a crucifix too.
Watkins
Whoa.
did get wild, Lady Fritz.
This one time at church camp.
Right.
You ain't lying. More than once.
I saw a lot
was-
of DDR when I went to a couple lock-ins.
Nerd.
I said I saw them. I didn't say I was part of them.
I was part of them.
I played a little bit. I wasn't like that expert stuff like I do on Rock Band.
Shadowloo says he went to church camp. He said he has pictures.
Prove it. I don't care. I was a child. Most of the things that I chose to do were not really my choice.
He didn't really say he has pictures, but
I don't care. Even if there were pictures. So
I have a
Let's do
couple do have a couple DDR pads in my collection for all of the DDR games I have. I have the ones for the original Xbox, and I think I have all of them for the PlayStation 2. And I also have the Mario,
the church camp pictures.
the Konami, and one of the other ones.
Photoshop.
One of the other ones. I think the Disney one for PlayStation 1.
I just want
I've got a
Go
couple for PS2. I don't have a dance pad though.
I want to say, Shadowloose, you may be a pro at Photoshop, but the only images you might have of me are as an adult. And if you Photoshop me into a church camp, it's going to look really creepy. I'd appreciate those not being out there.
There is de-aging. It's available now through the use of AI.
De-aging software.
Hmm? Actually, they used it to great effect in the new Indiana Jones movie, which is terrible, by the way. I hate to say it's terrible, but it's terrible. But they did do a really good job with the de-aging of Harrison Ford in that movie.
Yeah. Did they do the same thing in the newer Tron movie, or was that just all straight CGI from like old pictures?
I'm honestly not sure. I have less than zero interest in Tron.
You didn't like the original?
No.
Did you play so I guess you did. That means you didn't play the first person shooter that came out for PC and the original Xbox.
No.
Okay.
I didn't have an original Xbox until like well after it was past its prime. And even then I only played KOTOR 1 and 2. And Blinks the Time Cat.
I've got Blinks. Blinks is a good game.
I also have links.
You didn't have
the radio.
You didn't have Crimson Skies. Everybody had Crimson Skies.
I didn't.
No.
I really didn't have a lot of Xbox games.
So wasn't there a new one?
Tron was de-aging very early. Got you, Shadowloo. What's that now?
Jet Set Radio. They are bringing back Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a new version of Jet Set Radio in the works now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that was one of the games that was announced they announced they were making games again.
Yeah, it was Jet Set Radio, Golden Axe, Shinobi, Crazy Taxi.
Oh, Shinobi was the other one, dude. That looks so amazing.
There were 5 that they announced. I can't remember the last one.
Yeah.
So eventually I will finish Metal Gear. It played better. I mean, it probably played better now because I upgraded the RAM. But it wouldn't play like 100%. But yeah, I need to continue that. I need to get on Metal Gear Solid 3.
We were talking about Steam. Have you guys seen any gameplay for this? It looks pretty straightforward. It's a horror game called Grannies.
Oh, it is another Streets of Rage. Okay.
Did you guys ever see anything about that? There's another Streets of Rage coming out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was announced with the
after Streets of Rage 4?
Yeah.
What?
It's very much. I think it was very 3D over the shoulder, like Golden Axe was.
Oh, so like a 3D beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I want to point out what Chaos said. He said I must have forgotten the Game Awards were really long. It was a lot of time watching just to hear that Baldur's Gate 3 was the best game.
I will eternally disagree with that.
I mean,
but I also generally have different opinions on what game of the year was.
What would you
For example,
have put?
my 2022 game of the year was Shredder's Revenge. Nobody else that I know agrees with that, but I don't care.
What about 2023?
For me, it would probably be Final Fantasy 16.
I mean, it was there, just didn't do it. You know, just didn't have the fan vote or the jury vote.
It's a full 3D brawler. See, because I can't play Baldur's Gate solo, I don't enjoy it at all. It could never be a game of the year for me.
You can go back and play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 solo.
No, it's not that I can't play. I don't enjoy it.
It's not that he can't; it's that he won't.
Yeah.
For YouTubers playing Granny, it seems to do well on live streams. Yeah, dude, there was this one guy. The very first time I had seen it, this guy streamed it for like 6 hours straight. Like I saw him start at like 4 a.m. and when I got off work at like noon, he was still playing, and he constantly had like, I don't know, at least 100+ people constantly watching him. So that's, you know.
What are these graphics though? What is that?
Well, there's a couple different versions. I guess you can get the upgraded. Are you looking at Granny?
Yeah.
There's one that I've seen where it was upgraded graphics, so it was a little bit better. There's one that's completely like bare bones.
That must be what I'm looking at, because this looks terrible.
Where the walls are like gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bare bones. I saw this other guy where the graphics were a couple steps better, but not too better. That looks good, and I know me and Chaos were talking about it the other day, and Slowman, you might have been there too, or you probably Griff there too, Griff, on Steam, that Ready or Not.
Shooter. I've seen that on it was on the Game Awards, I think.
Was it? Dude, that looks amazing. I definitely would like to get that.
How much is it?
$50.
$50?
Yeah.
I'd like to get it when it's on sale.
I
feel like it's going to be a while before it's on sale.
Probably.
I would like to point out that I have never heard Slimmo say those words.
I mean, I just don't say it a lot, but there are games that I wouldn't buy full price. For sure.
I think it was an intentional. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I don't like the way a game looks, I won't play it.
You just see that.
Or maybe I'll try it.
Beach Rage 4. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's coming down to the wire, guys.
Yeah, we passed it a little bit ago.
Comic Zone this week.
Next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Yep, we'll be back next Tuesday, guys. Not Monday.
Talk about our fans like that.
I was only talking about Rick.
Yeah, same. Rickles. Anyways, guys, catch us next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First Round Showdown right here on YouTube.
Yep. See you guys later.
See you guys.
Bye.